Is this thing on? All righty. Looks like we are live and rocking and rolling. Looks like we got a few people here in the chat. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome back to the Sleuth Intuition channel. I'm your host, Patrick Vallejos. We are broadcasting to the world live from Phoenix, Arizona. Very warm and sunny Phoenix, Arizona, that is. Today's April 14th, 2025. And I have a story of deceit and treachery for you tonight. Good to see you, Jill. Mark, what's going on? How many of you are fans of the show Ghost Adventures? Some of you might think it's kind of silly. Miranda, how you doing? How am I? I'm well. How are you? How is your family? The family as well. Thank you so much. How is your wifey? It's feeling good. Well, we have an appointment tomorrow. She's been having a few issues here and there, but nothing too crazy. Overall, yes, she's doing wonderful. Normal pregnancy stuff. Thanks for asking. Miss Dog Lover. Oh, shit. Here we go. Let me stop sharing the screen or else it'll echo. But nothing wrong with having a little candy when it's your birthday.
Happy birthday! Woo!
All right, who else we got? Beth, what's up, Beth? Jerry's in the building. Patty. Ziggy, what's up? Excuse me, what? This I have not heard of yet. Laugh out loud. Combining two genres I am fascinated with. Let's go. You're welcome. You're welcome. Michelle, oh, welcome in. Aaron is my favorite from Ghost Adventures. Mine too. Definitely the most entertaining for sure. I'm assuming that's why they kept him around. Crimezilla, good to see you. Due to work schedule, catching up now. Good to see you. Welcome in. Hollywood gets silly with the show, but entertaining nonetheless, and the topic is fascinating. I love the paranormal. All right, title of today's live stream. Wife of Ghost Adventure star Aaron Goodwin plotted with Notorious family Annihilator to murder him. And that's not sensationalism at all. That's exactly what happened. So we'll go over who is Aaron Goodwin, his wife Victoria Goodwin. I believe they may be divorced now. Estranged wife, let's put it that way. We'll look at Aaron and Victoria's relationship, who they are as people and individuals. And we'll look at why Aaron's wife, Victoria, decided to reach out to family annihilator Grant Amato. I mean, he killed his entire family, but one half brother. Because they wouldn't let him continue robbing them financially to pay for a call girl. So what the hell is it with Victoria, and why is she interested in becoming pen pals with him and then eventually lovers? That would lead to a plot to kill her husband, Aaron, the star of Ghost Adventures. Alrighty. So who is Aaron Goodwin? I put this together. You guys might find it entertaining.
Whoa, yeah.
Is that crazy?
It's like sitting on the bed.
I just smell really bad rotten egg.
He told us that you'd be asking for him.
Right.
Whoa, yeah.
Is that crazy?
It's like sitting on the bed.
I just smell really bad rotten egg.
He told us that you'd be asking for him.
Right
But
there.
here,
I hear a female.
I don't wanna. Dude, they say a lot of time. Dude, we had a camera malfunction.
all right, guys.
Whoa. Like I can't even make that noise.
So he's kind of silly, you know what I mean? Give me a second, guys. I think I need to reset this. Just bear with me. I'll be right back in a minute. Alrighty. Hopefully you can hear me. That tells me a lot, Miss Dog Lover. Hey, caricature. My husband is a nature guy, hippie. He said all the frogs actually are turning gay. I thought that was a joke. Anybody? Hi, Sleuth. Well, I first heard that from Alex Jones. Motto is so Nosferatu. Well, let's see. Who is Aaron Goodwin? So, Aaron is a television personality, camera operator. Well, here, let me put him up on the screen. Some of you guys might not even know who he is. He's like semi-famous. Quasi. So he is a television personality, camera operator, and paranormal investigator, best known for his role on the reality TV series Ghost Adventures. And that's what I was playing a moment ago. All right, let's play it again.
Oh, yeah.
Is that crazy?
It's like sitting on the bed.
I just smell really bad rotten egg.
He told us that you'd be asking for him.
Right
but
there.
here,
I hear a female.
I don't wanna. Dude, they say a lot of time. Dude, we had a camera malfunction.
all right, guys.
Whoa. Like I can't even make that noise.
He's like trying to debunk it. I can't even make that noise, and he's doing like a little shimmy. It's hilarious. All right. Let's see. He was born on April 1st, 1976 in Portland, Oregon. He moved to Las Vegas, Nevada, where he met Zach Bagans, I think is how you say it, and Nick Groff, joining them as a co-investigator and equipment technician for their paranormal investigations. Here, I got a photo of those guys. So I think that's Nick on the left, Zach, and Aaron, whose wife recently conspired with high-profile family killer Grant Amato to hire a hitman to kill him while he was out on a job working for his television show. She gave him the hotel room and everything. All right. Goodwin started as a cameraman, having previously worked for the UFC and various film premieres. with no prior interest in the paranormal before Ghost Adventures. So he was kind of new to it when he came in as a cameraman. But I think that's what they liked, right? They liked sending him in kind of wet, or wet behind the ears, so to speak. You know, the rookie. Throwing him in like a lamb to the slaughter. On the show, which premiered in 2008 on the Travel Channel and later moved to Discovery Plus, he's known for his humorous and often nervous reactions, earning the nickname Zach's Bait of Choice. That's kind of what I was talking about. For being sent into creepy locations alone, fans appreciate his upbeat personality, often calling him the teddy bear of the crew. He's experienced notable paranormal incidents like feeling possessed at the Winchester Mystery House and Bobby Mackey's Music World. Outside the show, Goodwin runs a clothing line called Big Steppin', and that's the T-shirt that he's wearing right now is from his T-shirt company. Sells artwork inspired by his experiences. You can see that behind him on the wall and to his left. And apparently that's inspired by his experiences on the show. He authored a book called Ghost Hunting for Dummies in 2019. He's also involved in charity, supporting causes like Toys for Tots. And he currently lives in Las Vegas. All right, let's see where the chat is at. Mustang, welcome in. Yeah, you got to be careful. You know, if you play in the darkness, you know, you never know. You never know what's there with you. And I feel like he was kind of dabbling in the occult. And look what he attracted. Brought damn Grant Amato to his doorstep. One of the most psychotic individuals living today. I mean, this guy is just a pure psychopath. Jacqueline, what's up? How are you? Tony Ann, what up? Seems like the nicest dude, to be honest, just from what I've seen him on the show. He does seem pretty nice. But one thing I've noticed that him and Victoria, they really don't have anything in common. And opposites attract isn't really always a thing, in my opinion. Rotten eggs, who farted? That's funny. Let's watch that again.
Oh, yeah.
Is that crazy?
It's like sitting on the bed.
I just smell really bad rotten egg.
He told us that you'd be asking for him.
But here, I hear a
I
female.
don't wanna. Dude, they say a lot of time. Dude, we had a camera malfunction.
All right, guys.
Whoa, whoa. Like, I can't even make that noise.
Ridiculous. All right. Well, now, who is Victoria Goodwin? You can see her. So on the thumbnail, what you're seeing is a Ghostbuster from the Ghostbusters movie. And then behind him is Mickey and Mallory. And I've placed Grant Amato's head over Mickey and Victoria's head over Mallory. You know, like natural born killers.
And I was
This next little clip is actually Victoria Goodwin. She's giving an interview to a YouTube channel called Awesome Breaking Interviews. You can actually go watch the full video. There's a link in the description. But let's watch this right here. I think this is her talking about her past with sports and how she's really an athlete at heart. And I just feel like they're complete opposites. I feel like he's just a big nerd.
And I was also, I mean, to go back to your sports question, I was a multi-sport athlete.
Oh, yeah.
I always have been. I've played golf my entire life.
And I can't tell if that's a scar or like a tattoo under her arm.
I still do. And I used to play volleyball, basketball, softball. I ran track. But golf has been the one that I've stayed with the longest. And that's actually where I built my career. I played in college. I've coached high school teams, college teams.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it.
He's like, yeah, yeah, that stuff.
And like I grew up going to baseball games, obviously.
Yeah.
And so I love sports.
What they're doing is they're in a card shop, and that's where he invites people in. Looks like they're sitting at a poker table, but he's looking at Pokemon cards and old baseball cards. During this interview, he literally eats like a 50-year-old piece of gum or something like that out of an old deck of baseball cards. But right now he's looking at Pokemon, and she's over here talking about how she's a collegiate athlete.
Like it's been a huge part of my life, and it's really taken me on an interesting path. I've got to play golf in some great places, and I love it. I love it.
You know what?
It's like, I love it. I love it. Here's that YouTube channel in case you're curious. This guy right here. Channel is called Awesome Breaking Interviews. First episode with Ghost Adventures, Aaron Goodwin and Victoria Goodwin. This was like right before tragedy struck. Go check it out. It's about an hour long. So if you're into this kind of stuff, they talk a lot about cards and things like that. Sports, baseball, a little bit. For the most part, it's pretty good. And the link is in the description if you're interested. Is it Baggins? Like Bilbo? Bilbo Baggins. Brown-eyed girl, welcome in. CJK, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. What's up, Boston? Salute. They went into that Epic house in Indy. Even the cops that were called to the house told them, don't go in that house. I wonder if something evil got her. Oh, that's crazy to think that. Yeah, because this Grant Amato character might be like a Satan worshiper. You know, he probably put out the signal. Call to the darkness. Okay, let's look at the history of Aaron and Victoria, their relationship. See, I have a timeline around here somewhere. Okay, we'll put that over here. Trying to keep up with the visuals. There you go. Okay, so 2018, Aaron and Victoria begin their relationship. There's not a whole lot of details on how they met. You know, there's nothing really publicized about that. October 2019, Aaron proposes to Victoria in front of Disneyland's castle, a place significant to them due to their shared love for the theme park. See, me personally, I hate Disneyland. I hate it. You know, it's like an overrated traveling fair, you know, like the state fair. I don't like it. I don't like the long lines, but the girls love it. My wife loves it. If I could have the park all to myself, like a celebrity, yeah, it'd be awesome. I think I would just do the Indiana Jones thing over and over and over. Okay, so he proposed to her in front of Disneyland. Pretty romantic. Quite the leggings. Looks like she's about to go skiing. 2020 through 2022, the couple plans to marry but postpones their wedding multiple times due to the Kung Flu, or often referred to as the scamdemic. August 2022, Aaron and Victoria tie the knot at Disneyland Haunted Mansion, celebrating with a themed wedding that includes photos at the attraction. Aaron shares the news on Instagram, expressing his happiness after the delays. So I think I have that here. We'll skip over those. We'll come back to these. And here's the wedding photo. Imagine getting married there. That's crazy. It's pretty badass. Miss Dog Lover with the super chat. Thank you. Mark sent me birthday flowers. I've made so many amazing friends here. Just need Michelle to call in now. Haha. That's funny. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Okay, let's get back on track here. – 99% of these ghosts are demons tricking them. I think that's what the devil does all day long. He's like playing chess with his trickery. Trickery chess. Ooh, shout out to your oldest son. Happy birthday to Brown Eyed Girl's oldest. Who did I miss? Did I get you, Mark? Peggy, welcome in. Audrey, what's going on? I think dabbling in dark things opens you up to all sorts of evil. Murder is evil. Yeah, evil is evil. You know what I mean? 2022 through 2024, the couple appears happy publicly, sharing moments like attending events. For example, The Mad Apple by Cirque du Soleil premiere May of 2022 and posting affectionate photos on social media. They adopt a kitten named Dodger, October of 2024, adding to their pets, which include a dog named Moose and 2 rats, Pascal and Rapunzel. It's cute. Victoria, on February 2025, Victoria posts loving photos with Aaron, including a Valentine's Day mini golf outing, a cozy moment with their cat on February 27, suggesting a happy marriage. Things are not always as they appear. Thanks, Mark. You're not lying. You're welcome, Brown Eyed Girl. All right, let's see here. Now, March 6th, 2025, Victoria is arrested in Clark County, Nevada, on charges of solicitation to commit murder and conspiracy to commit murder, accused of plotting with the Florida inmate Grant Amato, straight up demon, this guy, no joke, to kill Aaron. So the demon that's probably possessing Grant Amato probably was haunting Aaron from one of his little paranormal endeavors. So they plotted to kill Aaron. Alleged messages from October 2024 reveal her discussing ending Aaron's life instead of divorcing. Right? That's a pure psychopath for you. Let's see. We can get a divorce. I could work it out. I could kill him. It's just like another option for them. It's always on the table. She denies the allegations, claiming she doesn't recall sending the messages and thought payments were for cell phones. Like, Barbie and Ken. Wonder whose idea that is. She reminds me of the wife, the girl that married Uncle Fester in Addams Family 2. You remember her? What the hell was her name? She's got that serial mom vibe. March 12, 2025, Aaron files for divorce in Clark County, citing irreconcilable differences and stating there no possibility of reconciliation. He later amends the filing to include claims of negligence, assault, false imprisonment, and emotional distress, seeking damages. Damn. March 25th, 2025, Victoria appears in court waiting her preliminary hearing. Her bail remains at $100,000 and a status check is set for April 8th. On April 8th, prosecutors dropped the solicitation to commit murder charge against Victoria, but she still faces one count of conspiracy to commit murder. She's due back in court on April 22. I think I have a couple videos with Aaron and Victoria together. This is her before the wedding.
Polo is exhausted because Majesty, only Polo can take this and give you
a princess.
A serial killer. This is them at Disneyland. I think actually going through the Haunted Mansion.
I might throw up.
It's a haunted house.
She's
definitely afraid of haunted houses, but at least it's not real ghosts. Well, there are real ghosts in here, actually.
Ah, no! Send help!
Good to see you, Mustang. Let's go to Anna. What's up, Anna? Amato killed his family because he had given a lot of money to Sylvia, a Bulgarian online sex worker. He's a stupid loser, so what the heck with this case? Yep. And why is she so attracted to him? And we're going to get into him. We're going to get into exactly who Amato was and who he is still in just a few.
You're okay, hon.
I'm so scared.
Wait, this one's good. You can't video if you don't let go of my hand.
No, I'm not going to let go.
Ow!
If this is where I die, come back and investigate me, okay?
You're walking too fast, hon. We gotta enjoy this. Well, just go past. Oh, now you let go.
You are shaking. Are you okay?
I'm literally going to crap my pants.
She's going to crap her pants. All right. So who the hell is Grant Amato? Keep talking about this family annihilator. You might be wondering, what the hell is a family annihilator? It's somebody that kills their entire family or most of them, or a family. Let's get a photo up here of Grant's mug here. He's got quite the mug. Okay, Grant Amato is a 35-year-old Florida man serving a life sentence without parole for the 2019 murders of his parents, Chad and Margaret Amato, and his brother, Cody, in their Seminole County home. A former nurse, Amato was convicted of shooting his family after they confronted him about stealing $200,000 to fund an obsession with the Bulgarian cam girl, Sylvia Vencislavova. His actions included spending heavily on her live streams and sending gifts, leading to financial ruin and his family cutting him off. So you guys don't get any ideas now, okay? After the murders, he staged the scene to suggest a murder, suicide by Cody, and fled, but was arrested days later. Amato's case gained attention through a 2024 Paramount documentary titled Ctrl+Alt+Desire, and it's pretty interesting. I recommend it. Which reportedly led Victoria Goodwin, estranged wife of Ghost Adventure star Aaron Goodwin, to contact him in prison in 2025. Authorities alleged Victoria conspired with Amato to hire a hitman to kill Aaron, based on messages found on Amato's contraband phone. Amato has now been charged in his plot as of April 14th, 2024, and remains incarcerated. It's kind of creepy looking, huh? He looks like a vampire. Go looking for, yeah, look, he's got that Nosferatu. All he needs is like a buck tooth sticking out, a little sharp point. Do those little Aleister Crowley hands. Boom. So I think that's the thumbnail for the documentary. It's pretty good. Let's go ahead and read this article here. A little background on what's going on with his case. Titled, Records Reveal Man's Obsession with Bulgarian Cam Girl Before Allegedly Killing His Family. This was published in 2019 by Josh Miller. Sylvia Vencislavova on the left and Grant Amato on the right. Peggy. Yeah, I know him from the documentary, and I think he was also on, I think it was called Inside the Mind of a Psychopath or something like that. One of those. They actually do an interview with him. All right, let's jump right in here. A Florida man accused of killing his family after stealing $200,000 to fund a depraved online relationship with a Bulgarian cam girl sent her sex toys and clothing that she wore in raunchy snaps and videos she sent back to him. Released Wednesday, the Seminole Brevard State Attorney's Office and obtained by the Post contained dozens of pornographic images and videos from a flash drive seized by authorities. investigating the relationship between Grant Amato, 29, and cam girl Sylvia Vencislavova before Amato's parents and brother were found dead in their Chuluota home on January 25th. In one image, a manufactured hand holds a sex toy, while another shows Vencislavova wearing a G-string with her rump turned to the lens. The trove of data also contained text messages between the pair, as well as a handwritten note that Sylvie sent to Amato in December. Records show, I think I have that. So here's some of the things he sent her. So he's stealing this money from his parents, right? Like, we're talking about a real scumbag. And psychopaths, that's what they are. They're parasites. You know, they live very parasitic lifestyles. You're not going to see them hunkered down, you know, focusing in on one thing. They're definitely not going to be, you know, working hard at anything. They're probably going to be scheming, manipulating. They're not all Scott Petersons, you know. Here we go. Here's a Christmas card. Nice little envelope. Lipstick kiss. Signed to Sylvie. That's her online name. With love, Sylvie. Merry Christmas, Grant. Christmas is a time for cherishing those who bring so many blessings to our lives. You are one of mine. May the lights of Christmas be your guide because you are my light. Believe in the magic of Christmas because you are my superhero. May your new year be bright and happy, even more wonderful and filled with unforgettable moments, and I will be right here to share it with you. Here's another one, December 2018. What was that one? Smile, my light, you make me happy. And here's a creepy video that Grant sent to Sylvie after he ran out of money and spent all his parents' money.
All right, Sylvia, look at me. I am outside going to check the mail. And I'm asking you if you can please, pretty please, send me one of your videos. I love it so much when you just send them to me. Yeah, I don't like buying your stuff. It makes me feel weird. Could you please send me one?
All right, let's watch that again.
All right, Sylvia, look at me. I am outside going to check the mail. And I'm asking you if you can please,
what's up, Go Dog?
Send me one of your videos.
Squidward. Hell yeah, he does.
I love it so much when you just send them to me. Yeah, I don't like buying your stuff. It makes me feel weird.
I don't like buying your stuff. It feels weird. Because I thought you were my real girlfriend. I thought strippers really love me. But I'm out of money.
That dude's disgusting. Welcome in, Goat Dog. Barb, what's up? Welcome in. I have a question. Yeah, shoot. All right, let's see. In one image, a manicured hand holds a sex toy while another shows Vencislavova wearing a G-string with her rump turned to the lens. The trove of data also contained text messages between the pair, as well as a handwritten note that Sylvie sent to Amato in December. Smile, my light, read the note, which was punctuated with a kiss and red lipstick. You make me happy. In one text exchange, Amato asked Vencislavova how her crazy body functioned on such little sleep. 2 minutes later, she asked how Amato felt being back home before sending a link featuring her at myfreecams.com, the records reveal. With this link, it feels even better now, Amato replied. I can't wait to effing watch you be super innocent in those tempting panties. Amato then added, but I'm so happy to be back. It just feels right. Venceslavova then told Amato you can watch it before adding a shrugging emoji. The records also contain a January 4th note detailing an ultimatum given to Amato by his parents, Chad and Margaret Amato, mandating that he immediately end his preoccupation with Venceslavova, get a job, and pay the $200,000 he owes his family. You know, any respectable person would do that, right? But family does not expect this possibility, according to the note, which also gave Amato the option of joining the military, particularly the Air Force. The two-page note, which was marked up with a yellow highlighter, was also warned that Amato could expect no more financial help from his family if he failed to meet the obligations. This is a promise. You better heed the warning. It's real, the note read. 3 weeks later, the bodies of Amato's parents, as well as his brother Cody, were found shot to death in their home after Chad Amato discovered Grant was still talking with Venceslavova, leading to a fight at the family's home, the Orlando Sentinel reports. Grant Amato, who has pleaded not guilty, is what police have called execution-style shootings of his family, remains held on $750,000. A judge has barred him from using funds from his parents' estate for his bond, leading him to seek out a kind-hearted millionaire who might get him out of jail. Yuck. Kind-hearted millionaire. What's sad is those people do exist. All right, let's go over Grant's timeline here. And let me put this back up on the screen for you guys, because he is a creepy mofo. All right, who did I miss? Who's walking in? Cyber Warrior, welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks, I appreciate that. Just talking about this one. So Mickey and Mallory try to kill a Ghostbuster. Literally. Yeah, that's messed up. So he staged the crime scene and then pled not guilty. Tried to set up his brother. And then his brother still forgave him. And I'll show you guys that in a video here. How awful is that? Anthony France, what up? Good. I hope you're having a good day. Barb, anyone know Sleuth's email so I can email him a question? That's all. Yep, sleuthintuition@gmail.com. That's sleuthintuition@gmail.com. What's going on, Stephanie? Pretty sure this is for Aaron, it's Las Vegas. Grant was in the police interrogation room like 2 to 3 hours. Yeah, you can go watch his interviews. They're online. I had a feeling I would get hit with like some kind of a copyright, but you can go watch them. We're going to watch parts of them. All right, so let's get into his timeline. May 20th, 1989, Grant Tiernan Amato is born in Orlando, Florida, to Chad and Margaret Amato, raised in Chuluota with brothers Cody and half-brother Jason. His early life, up until 2017, Grant and Cody attend Timber Creek High School and the University of Central Florida for nursing. Grant works as a nurse at Advent Health Orlando, but struggles, dropping out of a nurse anesthesiast program, getting tongue-tied over here, while Cody graduates successfully. In June of 2018, Grant is arrested for stealing drugs and improperly administering medication at Advent Health, leading to his firing. He becomes reclusive, spending heavily on online gaming and pornography. July of 2018, Grant develops an obsession with Bulgarian cam model Sylvia Ventsislava, aka Sylvie, which is her online moniker, spending over $200,000, much of it stolen from his family, on her webcam sessions under the guise of promoting his Twitch channel. See, everything's manipulation. Late 2018, his family discovers the theft. They send Grant to live with his aunt, Donna Amato, but he steals from her too. Margaret and Chad avoid pressing charges and enroll him in a rehab facility for internet and pornography addiction in December. How embarrassing. January of 2019. Early January, Grant returns home from rehab under strict conditions: no contact with Sylvie, get a job, surrender guns, and attend therapy. He violates this by using Margaret's phone to contact Sylvie. January 24th, 2019. Chad discovers Grant's continued contact with Sylvie and kicks him out of the family home at 2112 Sultan Circle. That evening, prosecutors allege Grant returns and murders, that evening, prosecutors allege Grant returns and murders his family. Okay, so they kick him out of the house, and he comes back and kills him. That day at 4:44 p.m., Margaret Amato, 61, is shot twice in the head at her office desk, likely the first victim based on her computer's last activity. At 5:15 p.m., Chad Amato, 59, is shot twice in the head in the kitchen upon returning from work. 8:30 to 9:30 p.m., Cody Amato, 31, is shot once below the eye in the gym/garage doorway after arriving home per a neighbor hearing gunshots. Grant stages the scene as a murder-suicide, placing a gun near Cody and a holster on Chad, backwards, suggesting planting. He deletes calls from Chad's phone and attempts to wipe Cody's iPhone around midnight. After the murders, Grant sends $600 to Sylvie using Cody's credit card the morning after the killings. I mean, how disgusting is that? And we'll pause there to catch up on the chat real quick. Yep, he stole $200,000 from his parents, killed his entire family but one of his brothers, and then stole from them. Stole from his sibling that he just murdered. Like, the words come out of your mouth, but you don't really process it. You know what I mean? It's like, it can't be possible. It can't be real. Like, there's no way that this is possible. And the thing is if you could see something like this coming, you would. You know, every part of you would be shaking. That's the scariest part of it. There's no way anybody saw this coming. They had him in a rehab doing all, they're helping him as much as they can. No way he comes back and kills them all, right? No way in a million years did they ever expect that, I think. No, nobody. At least I don't. I mean, you guys are free to do what you want. I have no sympathy for this guy. Like, not the slightest. Cody's coworkers concerned when he misses work prompt a police welfare check at 9:17 a.m. on January 25th, 2019. Seminole County deputies find the bodies. No forced entry is noted and valuables remain untouched. Telltale signs, guys. Grant is missing along with his 1996 Honda Accord and Cody's phone. January 26, 2019, one day later, police locate Grant at a DoubleTree Hotel near UCF at 7:45 a.m. He's questioned, showing little emotion, denies involvement, and claims he left after being kicked out. His half-brother Jason confronts him, but Grant maintains his innocence. January 28, 2019, Grant is arrested and charged with 3 counts of first-degree premeditated murder. He pleads not guilty and is held at Seminole County Jail, $750,000 bail, unable to pay. I think I have a couple videos of this guy. Let's see. Yeah, here's some body cam footage. Let's watch this.
This is just released body cam video showing the moment Orange County Sheriff's deputies took Grant Amato into custody at a hotel.
You're being cooperative, sir. We appreciate that.
The man accused of killing 3 family members seemed so docile, so meek. Law enforcement was looking for Amato because he was the suspect in the triple murder, accused of shooting his mother, father, and brother to death in their Seminole County home.
It's just a normal routine when we encounter someone that we want to make sure you're safe.
The alleged motive for the murders is so bizarre, Hollywood script writers couldn't make it up. According to investigators, the family was in turmoil. Amato's parents put him in a sex and internet addiction rehab clinic. Amato allegedly siphoned off thousands from them to pay for chats and buy gifts for a Bulgarian woman he met on an adult website. Now, 5 months later, Grant Amato is ready to stand trial. This week, there was a hearing to decide what evidence will be allowed.
Now we know you don't have any weapons. We'll get those restraints off of you.
This body cam video is expected to be part of the evidence. In the video, you see Amato surrender. He puts up no fight, even encourages deputies to check his room for weapons.
I mean, I have my like duffel bag and whatnot in there if you guys want to check that and whatnot.
It'll be up to the detectives to talk to you.
After he was taken into custody, Amato was questioned and eventually charged with 3 counts of first-degree murder. Michelle Meredith, West 2 News.
Let's see. I think I have a couple more.
We're hearing some more of an emotional encounter between a murder suspect and his brother.
That's right. Newly released video shows Grant Amato speaking to his brother shortly after their mom, dad, and their other brother were killed in their Chuluota home. News 6's Amanda Castro is live in the newsroom. And Amanda, Grant Amato denied having anything to do with killing his family.
Yeah, Lisa, he didn't say much during that 16-minute recorded conversation at the sheriff's office, but he did say that he did not kill his parents or his brother. His attorneys arguing in court today that there is no evidence linking him to the crime. Grant Amato and his older brother Jason together in an interview room hours after their family was found dead inside their Chuluota home. Grant denying he had anything to do with the murders, but his brother didn't believe him.
I need you to be honest with me, man. I need to have closure.
Their parents and brother were found shot to death on January 25th. Deputies say Grant pulled the trigger. Records show he argued with his family in the days leading up to the murders because he stole $200,000 to send to a woman in Bulgaria he met on a porn site. Grant says their deaths had nothing to do with the woman, but he couldn't explain who would kill their family.
I don't understand why it happened. I was taking my steps forward despite everything that I was supposed to do.
Prosecutors released this video today in court. Grant Amato's attorneys arguing he should be released on bond, saying there's not enough evidence to hold him. The judge denying their request. His lawyer saying the state doesn't have a case.
We still do not have any, forensic evidence that links him to this crime. So we just have to proceed with what we have. It is purely circumstantial at this point.
At the end of the 16-minute video, Jason hugs his brother, saying he still loves him.
I'm gonna pray for you, brother, because I can't pray for Mom, Dad, and Cody anymore.
Now, Grant Amato pled not guilty to.
Alrighty, looks like you guys are getting restless. Let's go ahead and tie this all together in a nice little bow. Okay, so what ties Victoria Goodwin, Ghost Adventures star Aaron Goodwin, to this savage killer who is in prison by the name of Grant Amato? So before I tied it together, I just wanted you guys to be fully aware of what type of monster we were dealing with. So Victoria Goodwin's involvement with Grant Amato began after she watched the 2024 Paramount docuseries Ctrl+Alt+Desire, which detailed Amato's 2019 conviction for murdering his parents and brother in Chuluota, Florida, over his obsession with a cam model. Intrigued, Victoria, then 32, initiated contact with Amato, who was serving a life sentence without parole in Okeechobee Correctional Institution. Their communication started as pen pals in May of 2024, primarily through letters and texts. After Victoria reached out, reportedly feeling lonely amid marital issues with her husband, Ghost Adventure star Aaron Goodwin. By October of 2024, their exchanges escalated, with Victoria allegedly expressing romantic feelings for Amato and discussing her desire to end her marriage. It's like psychos are always attracted to psychos, you know? It's like Rex Heuermann reaching out to the Happy Face killer. Text messages uncovered by authorities showed her stating, "Am I a bad person because I chose to end his existence, not divorce?" and sharing Aaron's whereabouts, including his filming location in Barstow, California. The two allegedly discussed a murder for hire plot, with Victoria setting aside $11,515, including a $2,500 initial payment, for a hitman Amato claimed to contact. Amato sent messages like, "He's asleep right now in the hotel room. I need to know what's going on. Can I get an update? Was it done?" The plot unraveled when Florida corrections officers seized Amato's contraband cell phone in October of 2024, discovering the incriminating texts. On March 4th of 2025, the Florida Department of Corrections alerted Las Vegas police, leading to Victoria's arrest on March 6th, 2025 in Clark County, Nevada, on charges of solicitation and conspiracy to commit murder. Victoria denied the allegations, claiming she didn't recall sending the messages, thought payments were for cell phones, and described her feelings for Amato as a fantasy or daydream born from marital struggles. The plot was never executed, and Amato has not been charged in connection to it as of today.
Accused of trying to have her famous husband killed was in court today. Victoria Goodwin is the wife of Aaron Goodwin. He's the host of the show Ghost Adventures. And that is our big story tonight at 5:30. Victoria was allegedly plotting that murder with a convicted killer from Seminole County.
And Fox 35's Marlisa Goldsmith is live in the Alert Center tonight. So Marlisa, tell us what went on in court.
Well, Luann and John, it was a very brief court appearance for Victoria Goodwin as she waived her preliminary hearing today. Here's video of her in court talking with her attorney, who asked the judge for a little more time so they could regroup in about 2 weeks. It was over in a matter of seconds once the judge granted them more time. You may recognize Goodwin as she's the wife of a cast member of Ghost Adventures on Discovery Channel. She allegedly started writing to Grant Amato. Amato is a Central Florida man currently serving prison time for allegedly killing his own parents and brothers. The two became pen pals in May of 2024, and an arrest report says the pair plotted to kill Goodwin's husband. We spoke with TMZ earlier this month after they spoke with Goodwin's husband.
We spoke to Aaron, who said he was extremely shocked because he was under the impression that he had a very happy marriage.
Welcome in, J. Ray. Let's see. Let's go to Anna. How could anyone be lonely enough to get involved with Amato? I think she was more attracted to the fact that he was suffering like she was from psychopathy. You know, she could see it in him. You know, she's like, he's like me. He's acting out what I'm thinking in my mind. You know, these murderous fantasies, which she's proven, right? I believe these stories would be Florida and Las Vegas.
And a good relationship with his wife.
Aaron Goodwin has since filed for divorce. As for Victoria Goodwin, her next court appearance is scheduled for April 8th. Live in the studio.
All right, guys, that's going to be our 5-minute warning. Hope you like this little show. Figured we'd take a break from all the other stuff we've been covering. A much needed break at that. So it was really good to see all of you. Michelle says, can you imagine how much this biatch Victoria would have faked grieving and milking it if Aaron had been killed? Would have had a special episode on Ghost Adventures to contact Aaron, I bet. Yikes. I don't. Yeah, you're definitely not wrong. Thanks, Peggy. It's good to see you in the chat. It's a pretty good documentary. If you like to sit back and kind of watch psychopaths like I do, it's very interesting to me. I don't know why. I just wonder how it happens. You know, how does true crime, what makes, let's say, like the Delphi, how is that even possible? How is it possible for one man to do that to two girls, you know? A father at that, somebody who appeared to be normal. It's like I can't figure it out. It doesn't make any sense to me. And the scariest part of it all is I don't think it makes sense to them. Like, how do you deal with a monster like that? Like, I didn't even know I was a monster. I don't know why I'm a monster. I'm just a monster. Learning how to identify that, I think. Welcome in for real, for real. Imagine the woman you love sets out to take you out. I told you guys it was going to be a story of treachery and deceit. If that's not treachery, I don't know what is. Treacherous. And look, here's another video of them on that podcast. Awesome breaking interviews. They seem so happy. Look at this.
Oh my God. My closet is where you should be on that.
Look at that. Look at how phony that is.
Oh my God. My closet is where you should be on that.
They're talking about being on a game show. You know, that game show where couples go on and they ask them a question like, what is your spouse or your partner's favorite color? And then you have to try to guess it, right? CJK, take care. Have a great night. I appreciate that. Shout out to Miss Dog Lover. Mark, thank you for the super sticker. And another super sticker. Special thanks to all of my members. We should be getting together sometime this week. We'll probably, it'll be Delphi related. I know you guys are probably getting sick of watching all those Richard Allen interviews and all that stuff, but we haven't had a chance to talk about it amongst ourselves. You know what I mean? So maybe we'll do another 4-hour stream on all of that, the rest of that stuff. All right, guys, if you're part of that replay crew, you know exactly what to do. Let me know what you thought about today's live stream. Wife of Ghost Adventure star Aaron Goodwin plotted with high-profile family Annihilator to kill him. And that's not clickbait. All right, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.